Last night I was at the basketball game. I was at the Dallas Mavericks Phoenix Suns basketball game, and Alex Rodriguez was sitting 2 people down from me.
Oh, really?
How did you even watch the game?
I know.
Like, who was he with?
But next to him, 2 people down next to him was a friend of mine named Paul. And Paul was taking like video and pictures of me and posting them. So I was trying to take pictures of Paul. And whenever I would take pictures of Paul, it looked like I was taking pictures of A-Rod. So I had to not take pictures of Paul because it felt stupid. You know what I mean? But before that, though, before the game started, when A-Rod walked in, and I was like, oh my God, there's A-Rod. Now, the thing about A-Rod is, sure, there's Jennifer Lopez, sure, there's his baseball career, and I don't even really know all the teams he played for. But there's a book that my son Kemp and I read and we listened to, and the book came out like in the year 2000. And in the book, the guy talks about, A-Rod does what do you call it, the very beginning part? Like before the book starts? Yeah, before the book starts, someone says, let me tell you about this book. A-Rod does that part. And I loved it so much. It was so powerful that I've taken from that paragraph of that, and I've used it every day. And I've even gone to A-Rod's Instagram and left him messages when I was reading the book. And I was like, dude, I read this book that you're in, and he never anything. So when A-Rod came walking down the aisle where I was sitting, I was talking to a friend of mine who used to play for the Lakers, and he played for the Phoenix Suns. And I go, oh my God, there's A-Rod. I'd love to meet him. He goes, you want to meet him? Here, I'll introduce you. So he takes me down over to where A-Rod is and literally introduces me to A-Rod. And so I'm standing there. And what's really cool is that A-Rod gave me that moment. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, that's real cool.
Like, he was probably thinking, here was a guy that was going to talk to him about baseball or maybe even Jennifer Lopez. I don't even know. But I talked to him about this book that came out in the year 2000. And he just looked at me like, I could see in his eyes like, whoa, what? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then he gave me a high five and he shook my hand. Then I went back and sat down in my seats. It was pretty cool, right?
That's very cool.
Yeah, it was really cool. And then I kept staring at him the whole night. And I kept staring at the girl he was with. And she's beautiful. And I kept thinking, I remember Kyle talking a long time. Like, I don't know if she was famous. Is she a reality star? Do you know who the girl he's dating?
I don't know who he's dating right now.
Oh, I thought there was something about him dating somebody that.
That's why I asked you. I was like, who's he with?
Well, I don't know. It was
she was real pretty, but I didn't recognize
There was
her.
a girl I thought that he had slid into someone's DMs, and that's who he was dating. But I don't reckon. She's beautiful.
Oh, is she the one that he DM'd whilst with J-Lo?
I don't know. I don't reckon.
Blonde,
I don't.
like green eyes, real pretty.
Yeah, she's beautiful. And then Lil Wayne was there too.
Yeah,
but he was sitting too far away.
They kept going to both of them on TV.
Yeah, and it was really neat.
What was in the paragraph that made such an impact in your life?
Oh, it's just about manifesting and putting stuff out there. And he would say things out loud over and over again about his batting average, which I don't remember what it was, but he was like 18 years old, and he would just lay in bed every night, hold his bat, and he would say things out loud. And so I do the same thing about this radio show and about my family. So I do these things every day. So it's that kind of stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
Friday was Friday the 13th. Peyton dropped a bomb on us, kind of, where I'm going to get a tattoo today. You guys remember that?
Yeah.
So she went out and got a tattoo, and you can see the video is on our TikTok and it's on our Instagram. But what's the story behind it? Because I know at one point here you were leaving to go meet somebody to get a tattoo, and you end up getting a tattoo from somebody else.
Yeah. So
what's the story?
Well, also, since I'm so indecisive, I ended up getting 2 tattoos. And I'm really happy with them. But
2 tattoos?
2 tattoos, yes. 2 tattoos. No, but I ended up going with this girl who I've been following on Instagram for a while. And she was, like, doing, like, training. It was like she was training other people to do tattoos. I was like, sure, like, it's cheap, whatever, I'm just gonna go. And it's like right up the street from here. It was like 10 minutes away. So I was like, perfect, I'm gonna go. So I'm sitting here, I'm talking to this girl who's doing these tattoos, and I'm like, yeah, like, you've been doing this for a couple weeks? Yeah. And she was like, this is my 2nd day. You're the 2nd person I've ever tattooed on. And I was like, okay, let's do this. Let's do it.
I would think of most of the, like, surgery and tattoos, you would want a pro.
Surgery.
Yeah.
You
would want a pro, you know?
Yeah.
I mean both of them make sense.
I wouldn't think you asked. I've never thought about that. Ask the doctor, how many surgeries have you performed before?
Oh, I've never done this one before. This will be interesting.
Yeah, no, I think, though, she did an okay job for what it was, but I have so many tattoos that I kind of, like, don't really care how they look. Like, I have some jinxy ones, some that look like they're, like, the pin and the needle and the ink, like a stick and poke tattoo. I have a couple of those, so I don't really care. I'm like,
so you're to
whatever.
the point like Travis Barker where he's like, go ahead, bro. Or Pete Davidson, go ahead, put their initials on my neck.
Yeah, pretty much. But I won't put them in like a weird, like in a weird place. Like, I wouldn't have gone to her for a big piece. You know what I mean? Like, these are just like little, small, little dainty ones. Like, I got Trust the Universe on the front. And as I like look at it, it's a little crooked.
Oh no.
It's okay. It's cute.
Now you gotta hold your whole arm different.
It's
So it lines
crooked.
up right.
It's crooked for real.
You just don't care.
And it's right here, right in the front of my arm. It's just like, hey, Trust the Universe.
Maybe that's just the font. No.
No. No, it's like
Seems like the universe might be messing with you a little.
like the U and the N are like, it's looking a little rough, but it's okay.
I feel like you had a lot of options to go to.
I
and,
know.
Like, why you went to someone who's done it one other time?
I mean, the guy I set her up with
know.
has got like 200,000 followers. Who's like waiting for her, like when she left here.
Well, I was gonna go. I booked with him for the 21st.
Mm.
oh,
and
for
he's
like a
gonna do-
bigger, better
for a-
one, like
yes.
an official one. These are
Yes.
just little practice
Yes.
tattoos.
So maybe he can
She's
cover
got
that
the
one.
official one later.
So
Yeah,
okay,
maybe you
but
can touch it up or something.
Yeah.
tell Kyle and Rich what happened when you walked in because you were wearing something.
Oh, yeah. So I was walking and I had my Love Pup shirt on. And the girl who, like, I walked in and she was like, hey, like, do you work for Love Pup? And I was like, no, I work on the Johnjay and Rich show, like the morning show. And she was like, no way. I worked for Love Pup. My dad knows Johnjay. They're friends. And I was like, I don't really believe you. And I like took a picture of her and I sent it to Johnjay and he was like, yeah, small world. So it was super crazy that the girl who was training the girls who was tattooing me, her dad knows Johnjay.
Such a small
Right?
world.
Her dad
crazy.
and me split our son's tickets. How weird is that?
Wow.
That is weird. And I was just like, whoa. And what's funny is that here she's going to tattoo you and you're already calling her a liar before she tattoos you.
I wasn't going
I don't
there,
believe
liar.
you.
Go ahead, put something
Go ahead.
permanent on
Go
it.
ahead, ink me.
You are so not trusting anybody in the universe.
Before you stick a needle in me, I'd be like, oh, that's great, man. That would, can I go to the bathroom? Then you call me, hey, man, do you know this girl?